And we'll fly, oh, we'll fly away.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff, and I am here to review The Incredibles 2. Now, if you're fairly young watching this video, if you didn't know, The Incredibles, the first one, came out 14 years ago. Now, the kids of that generation, including me, people who were kids during that time, teenagers as well, loved that movie in general. Like, many people loved it. People regard it as the best Pixar movie ever. One of the best, at least. One of the best Disney/Pixar movies of all time. People would consider it like that because it was really good. It was one of the best Pixar movies for me as well. One of my favorites as well, of course. And for 14 years, we have been waiting for a sequel. We've been waiting. We want Incredibles 2. They were making these other movies. They're making Cars trilogy. They're making Toy Story sequels, I think. Monsters University. Is that Pixar? I don't know. But they're making other Pixar movies. But for 14 years, we wanted the sequel. The kids of that generation, we wanted this sequel to Incredibles 2. And 14 years later, we finally get it. And there were actually like tweets and memes about there was going to be more adults at the cinema than kids. And that was true for me. Because when I went to the cinema, there were like no kids there. Like, genuinely, they were like, when I say no kids, there were like a handful of kids there. People in their 20s, in their 30s, just people that were not kids. And like the youngest person you'd see there was like, I don't know, 15 or something. Honestly, it was like that. It was a proper like adult audience for this screening. It was a full screening as well. Like 100 people, I think. It was a full screen. Like every seat was filled, and I watched it on day one because if you didn't know, The Incredibles 2 was released a month later in the UK over here. It was delayed by a month because of the World Cup. They didn't want to have their movie failing in Europe, so they decided to delay it by a month basically. So that's why I said day one. Friday the 13th was when it came out in July for us in the UK. And I went to see it on day one. Tickets nearly sold out actually, so I got it just in time, got the last few seats. And wasted 14 years and it was worth the wait. It wasn't as good as the first one. The first one was just great, and it's hard to top that one. Sequels always tough. Like, a lot of sequels fail in a lot of franchises because they never live up to the first one. Most of them anyway, not all of them. Some certainly do better than the first one for sure. Even animated movies like Shrek 2, for example, that's a good example. But the second one does better. But this one, the second one did not do better. Having said that, it was still a good movie. It was a solid movie, good plot. It carries straight on from the previous movie. So superheroes are banned. They take on the Underminer in the first scene, which is the last scene of the first Incredibles. We get to find out what happens in that scene as well. Of course, they left it on a cliffhanger, and then you get everything that happens afterwards. So it just carries straight on from the first movie. So like no time jump or anything like that. It carries straight on. And wait until you see how many powers the baby has. The baby Jack in this movie. The amount of powers he has in this movie is just mad. Absolute craziness. It's like, it will surprise you as well. Like, he is OP, okay? The Avengers, they should have hired him because he would have beaten Thanos. Like, he's literally that. This baby is the most OP baby I've ever seen. It's a damn cool baby. I hope they make a sequel. Incredibles 3, make it. And do not take 14 years, okay? Disney, Pixar, I'm watching you. Do not take 14 years. Also, make a Frozone movie. I think he deserves his own solo movie where you explain his story, you get to see his wife and his family, etc. I want to see a story like that for Frozone, a solo movie. But before that, Incredibles 3, make it Disney, make it. Because this was good. The first one was very good. And yeah, this movie was just solid. Just like, I don't know what to say without spoiling it, but yeah, it's basically about superheroes being banned, and they're trying to work to change that law basically. Try and prove that they're good for the world rather than bad, you know? So it's very interesting, and the villain is a surprise in a way, and the villain is just really cool. Like, the twist they put on the villain, it's not Underminer, they're a different villain. The main villain is different to Underminer, but the twist they put on it, who it actually is actually like really clever how they do it, because you have your suspects, but one of the people you don't expect is actually this character, and it's just really cool how they did it. And parts of it are quite dark as well. Like, there was a murder in this. Like, literally, they don't show detail, of course, because it's still a kids movie, but there is like a straight up murder in this, like a murder scene, and it's pretty dark for a Disney movie, isn't it? But there's no detail. It's just you just hear a gunshot. That's it. But you see the gun, but but it's still pretty dark. Like I'm pretty sure kids would understand what's happening here. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. And yeah, as I said, most of the people there were just adults. This was like a throwback to my childhood. I revisited my childhood today. Not today, yesterday. I'm recording this on Saturday the 14th. 13th was the day I watched the movie, and I watched it with my mom. Another throwback there, because when I was a kid, I used to go to the cinema with my mom to watch Disney movies, DreamWorks animation movies, just any animation movie I used to watch with my mom. And yeah, this was like, in a way, a throwback, because I haven't been to cinema with my mom in a long time as well. So that was a nice thing as well. But yeah, The Incredibles is a great franchise, a big part of my childhood, and for it to be brought back like that in this era as well. There's an era where superhero movies are more popular. So this is an era where that movie could do well when you think about it, because you've got the MCU, which has been going for 10 years. We just got Infinity War, which is massive. You also got the DC movies as well coming up. You also got the Fox Marvel movies, which are not done yet as well. So you've got all these superhero movies, so many of them now. And Incredibles 2 was released in this era of superhero movies. So it was a good time to release it as well, because that genre is very popular, you know. And yeah, apparently it's done really well already at the box office anyway. Apparently it's like 800 million or something. That's very nice. Close to $1 billion very soon. This was your boy Davidoff. By the way, the rating 8 out of 10. A solid movie. This was your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya.